found this card that I was making in 2020, and I really like the illustration. I don't really speak anymore to the person I was writing it to, so I'm going to recycle this for paper. I don't know what orientation I should stick it in, maybe just like this. Then I can draw one here as well. That would be cool. I like that idea. Something like that. Hey everyone, it's Win here. Welcome to the July art diary. I got frustrated when I was sketching my ideas for this segment, so I figured I would come back to it later. Instead, I revisited this drawing I started 3 years ago, and I must say I really love this drawing, especially the cross-hatching. I just think, you know, it was one of those moments for me where I started to really enjoy making art and really enjoy using ink as a medium. It's beautiful. The next art vlog is gonna go so hard. This month I had a lot of fun catching up with a good friend who moved down to Sydney. A group of friends, we travelled as a group of friends down to Sydney, and it was a lot of fun. We explored the beautiful uni campus and had some really cool nights out on the town. But anyway, for this drawing I felt like experimenting with texture by only using a blue ballpoint pen, and I didn't really have much of a plan for this one. I had just sort of started drawing and see where it went, and then I had this idea to sort of try to replicate the sort of composition of a movie poster that includes a little bit of the scenery, a little bit of the characters, gives you like a general feel for the atmosphere and the vibe of whatever you're getting yourself into. I'm not necessarily inspired by any poster in particular. I don't know, I just thought of the idea when I was sitting there drawing away, but yeah, by only using this pen I wanted to try and create like a soft sort of fading texture, and honestly it was a lot of fun to draw, and I'm really happy with the result. I posted on my Instagram story, which if you would like to follow me on Instagram, the handle is winbv_. So yeah, keep an eye out for those stories, because I might ask what should I implement in my drawings, which is exactly what I did in the case of this one here. I posted on my story, what should I fill the blank space on the left with, and one of my good friends suggested a scarecrow, and I was like, oh my goodness, how did I not think of that? So yeah, I put on a scarecrow, and scarecrows are really fun to draw, by the way. I think I may have mentioned it in a previous art diary video, like the February one, but being in the city makes me feel very inspired to create art. Yeah, and there is so much like lovely architecture in the city, like the Queen Victoria building, for example. But yeah, I'm a bit of an architecture nerd, so I really enjoy being surrounded by the old types of buildings as well as the new. but more so the old ones. Otherwise, we enjoyed some live music, and we watched a few drag performances too, which I really enjoyed. I busted out my gouache paints for this couple painting in my sketchbook. Drawing people together isn't something I generally do a lot, so I thought that this piece in my sketchbook was good practice, not only to practice drawing people together in, I guess this isn't a dynamic position, but I can't think of the better word for it. Yeah, just drawing multiple people in a scene together, I thought it was good practice in that sense, but also it allowed me to practice using colour because a lot of the art I make is just black and white, so I'm overall really happy with how this one turned out, and it was generally really fun to paint. An experience I really enjoyed this month was going to the Catmosphere Cat Cafe in Surrey Hills with my friends. The cafe is beautifully decorated and they have a store downstairs where they sell, not sure if they're metal or enamel pins, but they have a really cute pin collection that's available for your purchase. The cafe, I said it's beautifully decorated, but I mean, it's a cat cafe. The gist of a cat cafe, if you haven't heard of a cat cafe, you don't know what it is it is a cafe that allows you to hang out with a bunch of cats. It's great for people who love cats but are unable to own them. But yeah, you can sit and play with cats of your choice. They have kittens and they have more senior cats. We spent time with some of these senior cats, and staff members bring up drinks you order to you in the room with the cats. I had some of the sodas they make on house and they were absolutely delicious. I would highly recommend this to anyone in Sydney who loves cats and is looking for something to do. I also started university this month, which I was really looking forward to, but it did hit me harder than I had expected. I took 6 months off and I had been working during that time, not full-time but only part-time, so I had a bit of a break from studying for a while. So it's been a challenge to get back into that routine and to juggle university, working and making time for art and my passions. But yes, that's why this diary has been late. The gist of this drawing you see me making at the moment is sort of a combination of the previous two. Drawing two people together and then once again experimenting with a soft fading sort of texture. Remember this? When my friends and we went down to Sydney for a weekend to visit another friend, and I was just drawing like what I could see. It was really fun. My birthday cake. This couple that I started painting,